even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Welcome to another episode of the Guardians of 615. Before we get started, this podcast brought to you by Final Form Subs. You already know we got the multivitamins here, Final Form Subs right here. We obviously have the BCAAs, all that good stuff. Unfortunately, pre-workout has been discontinued on the website, so we don't have pre-workout. We're working on that, manufacturing issues, et cetera, but don't worry. We still got everything else you need. All right, go to finalformsubs.com. That's SUPPS. Finalformsubs.com. Use promo code COACHTRIB, all caps, no space. Get 10% off your order. And if you're new, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe to the Ivy Talks Podcast Network, whether you're on Spotify or YouTube, just so y'all can stay in tune with your boys. All right, Calvin.
That's plural. Boys. My guy.
Boys, welcome to the club. Welcome to the
game.
club.
Mark, where you at?
He right there.
Okay.
No, you ain't in the usual background setup. You outside?
I know. I'm outside. I'm outside, bro. It feels great right now, bro.
He outside. He outside.
He outside with it.
Good for the
Catch me
morale.
outside.
How about that?
How about that?
That's
So
right.
Mark, let the people Mark. So Mark's been on a crazy journey. He's out here trying to keep his final form.
Hey, clap it up. Clap it up for my boy though. Clap it up real quick though.
So but Mark is on the carnivore diet, which I have mentioned that I had did this for a week and it was not very pleasant because I did it in the middle of camp. But how's the carnivore diet going for you, Mark?
This is my second week on it. So what I was doing is carnivore plus 18 to 24-hour fast.
Jeez.
Usually my Monday through Friday is a 24-hour fast because I work, so it's just a whole lot easier to fast for a 24-hour period and then just eat when I get home and not eat anything after. But the weekends, I'm kind of going to put my fasting down maybe 13 to 18 hours, have two meals or whatever on Saturday and Sunday, and then just kind of keep that flow. But so far, so good. There have been days for sure. Oh, God. I was good the first day. I was good the second day. I think the third day, which was Wednesday last week, dude. I got so sick. I just, like my body was just craving sugar, like craving it. And that's such a crazy feeling because I've done keto and stuff before, so I know that feeling. But it's always like it's kind of gross once you feel it like that because it's just like it's like a drug. It's crazy.
Did you get your for that first week? Did you get any headaches?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I had a headache pretty much every day, especially when I would fast because my body was not. I think my body's got on par with it now because I didn't have any problems today. But last week for sure, when I was fasting and doing this, yeah, I would have headaches, cravings, stomach was hurting, bloatedness, everything. So I had all the symptoms.
Yeah, but the weight room stuff been going good though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm still in the grind. I mean, my bench is. I mean, I'm close to just repping out 225 10 times, minus. I'm right there. I just can't. I think last Tuesday or Thursday, I can't remember. I think I did it 20 times on the sets. It's five per set. So, and then the final set was 10. But I was thinking about 185, bro. I threw that on. That was like, how you pump that out so quick. So I'm pretty close. I bet you if I wanted to max out, I probably could max out at 275, no problem. So I have to say the final form fitness is a fasting and that too. On top of that, if I could I'm starting to see a lot more muscle definition up top, and like I have a big belly, like that's where all my fat is in my thighs and my gut. Like that's just, and that obviously starting to going away with the fasting and the carnivore. So I'm really
Right.
starting to see the muscle definition in my body.
That's what's up, Mark. Consistency is key.
Mark, I noticed. Mark, I
What's
noticed
up?
that.
This is Final Form Subs, people. They work too. Trust me.
iPhoneSubs.com.
No, Mark, I can definitely see changes, bro. Your face looking slimmer.
Yeah, I noticed. I think it was like, which is weird, the third day in, because I'm healthy amount of weight really fast. I mean, I basically dropped 18 pounds in a week. So not a very healthy move, but I feel great. I mean, I felt like I said once I got past all the crap last week, like today, dude. I like they say like it gets to a point with carnivore where you don't feel hungry, like you have no cravings, you have no nothing, you're good and you feel great. And that was today. Like my normal like 2 months ago when I would eat lunch at work, or whatever, like dude, I'd be starving at 10:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd be hungry again at 2:30, and then blah blah blah. That didn't happen. Like even like I had to like force myself to eat dinner like an hour ago, and I wasn't hungry. I had to force myself. I was going to the gym. I can't go to the gym on empty stomach, but yeah, I started noticing it in my face, in my chest area. I started noticing it quite a bit. So it's definitely changed. It's weird. This is gonna sound funny, but I first started noticing it on my ankles. My ankles started getting skinnier randomly. So that was like the first place I noticed. I looked down at my feet one day and I was like, that doesn't look right, but okay. But so you know, carnivore is a beneficial diet too. I mean, you get your protein, you get your fat. There's a lot of people that don't do it and lose 100 pounds. Like I've seen people on YouTube. That's what got me interested. And I just started researching this. There's this guy, I think 340 pounds or something when he started, and now he's down to like 220. So he's lost 120 pounds in a year, and he was diabetic. He had all the normal problems of someone overweight. Now he's not diabetic anymore. His sugar levels are great, glucose is great, all his blood work is great. Just over a year span, he changed his whole life. So
That's how you do it. Now,
it's just crazy.
Calvin, I was telling Mark I got a story to tell you guys. Because
shit.
So yeah, because I was gonna tell it last week, but we had to push it back a week. But so for my girlfriend's birthday, my Queen Raven, we went camping, right? And so I booked the camping trip. Shout out Raven. I booked the camping trip like a month in advance because I know when her birthday weekend was. So I didn't know what the weather was gonna be like because I booked so far in advance, bro. So we get there. The day we get there, it's all cool, right? And it's like camping. So we pitched the tent. We found our campsite ground or whatever, pitched the tent, and then we made a fire. We started, food was good, but we were out there eating, right? She had like the vegan burger patties. I made some chicken and stuff. And it was really cool. Unfortunately, so like there's supposed to be a creek. We had a spot, and there's supposed to be like this creek that's like, it's a huge creek. It feels full, but it was dried out. So the creek was completely dried out. So we didn't have because I wanted to go fishing, catch some fish, and I was gonna make some fresh fish in the fire. Which if y'all have never had like freshly caught fish and cooked it in the fire, dude.
It's elite. It's elite. I know you're fine.
Yeah, you wrap it in the foil, you season it, wrap it in the foil, but bro, it's fire. But
you had a gut and everything too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you take the head off, you gut it, and then you descale it.
You clean it. Yeah, you don't clean it if you were a deer, but yeah, you got
if it's thick enough, you can fillet it, but if it's not, you can just wrap it, season it, wrap it in foil, just throw it next to the fire, and it'll cook it. It's beautiful. But we couldn't go fishing because the creek was dried out. So the day was cool. They had like a little volleyball net. So we went out there like peppered. You know, I'm getting better because I could control the ball, the bunts and stuff in the sets. I'm getting better. So we did that. We did some routes because we're in a flag football thing, league. So we brought the footballs. We did routes and stuff. The first night, bro, it was super windy. So like the tent's like, it's like super loud, right? And I'm like, dang, dude, it's like crazy windy. But it was nothing crazy that first. Well, that first night it was so windy. So I brought my dog. So Ray brought her dog, Louie. I brought my dog, Mocha, right? Mocha's a house dog. He's the epitome of a house dog. Like, and you know, I've never taken him camping. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take him camping to see, you know, if he likes it. Like if he, because I've never really taken him out anywhere because he's half Chihuahua, half Yorkie. And the Chihuahua side of him, he has a lot of anxiety. Like he shakes. Like Chihuahuas just shake. And they have like a lot of like just anxiety. So I don't like taking him too many places because it's like overwhelming for him. He doesn't even like car rides. He's a dog that does not like car rides. So like that's how bad it is. I was like, you know, we'll see. So, but it was just a shit show for him. He did not like it. That first night in the tent, he threw up. It was 3:00 in the morning, and I hear like, you know, when dogs are like about to throw up, you hear them convulsing.
Yeah.
Bro, I wake up, it's like 3:00 in the morning. He threw up twice. And I mean, it's like dirty vomit. Like it smells. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm pissed. So we clean it up and he stayed in the car that night. So it was cool because it was storming. So like it wasn't hot. We rolled the windows down a little bit because it wasn't raining. It was just super windy. And he stayed in the car that night. I made sure he had like a blanket and food, water. The next day's cool. We're cooking. I've got like this steak. It was like, you know, bro, we're eating like kings and queens out there, bro. I'm Gordon Ramsay of the wild. If Gordon Ramsay and Bear Grylls had a kid, I'm him. I is he. Now, bro, let me get to the second night. The second night, we slept through a monsoon, bro. It was storming so bad. I'm asleep. I wake up, the tent is caving in. The top of the tent is like here on my face. I could do this and touch the top of the tent laying down. And this is a 6-person tent. So it's a big tent. Like I could stand up. Calvin, you could stand up in that tent and your head not hit the top. The top of the tent is like maybe 6'6". Like it's tall. There's clearance. So it's a big ass tent. Bro, this thing is caving in on me. And so I'm like, dang. So like we had to keep pushing it back out so it wouldn't cave in. Well, we had an idea because I bought a canopy because it rained the night before. I was like, let's put the canopy in front of the tent so that morning in front of the tent is at least dry because our shoes got soaked. Like everything we had in front of the tent was soaking wet. We put the canopy in front. What we should have done, we should have staked it, but we didn't.
Yeah.
But what I did, I was like, you know, I think if we put some rocks on because the canopy all day had been fine and it had been kind of windy. So I put like these big rocks on each of the legs and it's right for the tent. Well, it was so windy. Next thing you know, I hear the canopy tilt. And so it tilts on top of the tent. So like I stand up. Hold on, so like I had to stand up. I'm holding the top of the tent like this because the canopy is trying to come down on top of the tent. So I'm like this. And it's like, so you hear it just raining like sideways, bro. It's raining cats and dogs. So I'm like this. And so Raven, she's not very functional in the cold, right? She's from San Antonio, like born and raised. So she has like no type of like anything when it's cold, it's cold, she can't help. So I'm standing like this. So I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? She's like, what do we do? What do you do? Oh my God, she's like standing like this. I go, what do we do? I was like, okay, switch with me. So she switches. So she's holding the tent up like this. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna grab the canopy. I'm gonna collapse it. I'm gonna come back in. But it was so cold and it was raining. I was like, I'm gonna take all my clothes off and I'm gonna go outside with no clothes on to do it. So when I come back in, I at least have dry clothes. So it's again, this is 3:00 in the morning. It's early in the morning. So I'm like, take my clothes off. I'm in just my underwear. I'm like, okay, you ready? So I unzip the door. I get out. Bro, I thought I understood how bad it was raining until I got outside, and I was like, "Oh shit! It is like a thunderstorm." We were like in the middle of like literally like it was raining so hard, it was so windy. So I'm outside. As soon as I step outside,
What the fuck, Mitch?
bro, hold up, Mitch. It was like rainwater. I'm like, "Oh shit!" So the canopy is tilted. So the tents, I'm the tent. The canopy is this way on top of the tent. So these legs are here. The other legs are on the ground because the tent is holding it up because Greg's holding the tent, right? So I grab the legs of the canopy, I bring it down. Then I go to each four corners, I click, click. And I kid you not, bro. I felt like, those pit stop people in like Formula One where they go, and they're like done. Bro, I get to the tent, all right? So I'm at the tent, I go click. And it's a big canopy, right? I think it's an 8x8 or like a 10x10. So then I collapse it. I go each side and I just collapse it down. I pick it up and I drop it on the side by the car, by like under the car, the tires. And then I get back in the tent. And I'm like shivering, bro. So I'm shivering. And then, we think we're in the clear. So we're like, okay, cool. There's towels in the tent. I dry off. I put my clothes back on. We lay back down, right? It gets so windy, the tent's still caving in. So I'm like, bro, what's going on? This tent should not be caving in. I'm looking at other people's tent. It was so bad. There was a group of people camping a few spots down. They left in the middle of the storm. That's how bad it was. They were like, oh, screw this. They packed their shit up in the middle of the storm and left. It was so bad.
City folk right there.
You said what?
That's some city folk right there.
Bro, it got to the point where I was looking at Rim. I almost was going to be like, we're going to have to stay in the car tonight. Like, that's how bad. But then I realized this is the part that pissed me off. So, have y'all been camping before? So, when you pitch the tent, there's the silver joints that connect the poles.
Yeah.
So, one of the hooks that goes from the tent to the pole, one of them was above the silver. But on the other 3 points, they're below it. So I'm like, huh. So I push it, it clicks, and the tent like pushes back out, and it doesn't cave anymore. So I ended up figuring we just had that one hook that was off. So when the wind was blowing, these four were still, but the wind was making the tent pull this in. So it was making the tent collapse. But I clicked that, it fixed it, and then, we ended up going back to bed. But yeah, luckily that morning we woke up, packed everything up, and then just got food on the way back to
instructions, finest. You know that next time.
Well, no, I pitched plenty of tents. It's just it got stuck on it. So the other three, when you set it up, they slide to their positions. This one got stuck. I just didn't notice it got stuck because we had the rain fly over it. So I couldn't see it. The only reason why I saw it is because the tent was caved into my face. I looked and I was like, pretty sure that's supposed to be on the other side of this silver. So I just moved it and it fixed it. Yeah, but it was fun. It was really fun. I felt like Zeus.
I'm not going to be able to stay on long, boys. But I have one question for you.
What's up?
Say you're getting a house. You're moving into a new place.
Okay.
It's a pretty big space in the living room. What's the appropriate size TV for a living room?
Oh, 60 or no?
I was thinking at least 55.
I got a 65 in my crib, bro.
75 at least.
55 minimum.
I'm thinking 70. I'm thinking 70.
Y'all want to see my shit?
There we go. Let's see, Calvin.
Calvin's got a nice TV.
If it's a big living room, it's 70 to 80, no problem. I mean, come on.
70 to 80. I like that. I like that number, Mark. Look at that guy. 65.
You must be.
I got 255 inches in mine. That's 110 total.
55 inch. I mean,
come on.
Were you and Kelsey debating about that? I'm assuming.
Yeah, she thinks that 70 is a little too much, and I told her she doesn't know TVs.
No,
that's not enough. What?
Yeah.
No, not for a living room.
I'm compromising here. I really want 75-78.
You
I
know
feel
what
like
you could
70
really
is
do,
good
though?
enough.
You know what you could really do? And I've been thinking about this. Just fuck around, get a projector, bro.
No, but then if there's like a bunch of light, then it fucks it up.
Yeah.
I like a projector
yeah.
for like a movie room, but like I'm talking
That's
like
what I would use it for.
living room, like in front of the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Oh,
fat ass
yeah.
70-inch TV.
The wife and
That's
I
gotta be your biggest TV for sure.
Yeah,
the wife
gotta be.
and I went to
My
Kansas.
bedroom only has like a 30-inch TV. My living room's 255.
I'm putting a 55-inch in the bedroom and a 70-inch.
Yeah,
in
you got
the
I got a 55. I got a 55 in my bedroom. Yeah.
If I could afford, I'd have a 55 in the bedroom, but I get the same
Trust me,
TV
bro.
I've had.
I've already had
there
this
freshman year.
conversation with my wife. We literally went to Sam's this weekend, and at Sam's, it's literally when you walk in, they have all the TVs at the front, like all the TVs. And there was like this 75-inch Vizio, whatever.
What you need.
It was gorgeous. Oh, I did. I looked at it and said, when we buy our house, after we pay first monthly mortgage, that is what I want.
What the fuck?
Oh, this is
All
Walmart right here. 65, 348.
Last thing before I leave, I gotta go eat dinner. Last thing before I leave, I'm gonna leave y'all with the stat of the day. The average age of the UNC basketball team is 22.2.
So it's okay.
The average age of OKC is 22.6.
I said this on the game. I said this on NBA coverage finest.
Yeah.
That is
Kobe, you'll go
wild.
crazy. And Kobe, you'll go crazy.
All right, boys. I gotta go eat.
All right,
Deuces.
deuces.
Damn, someone got their radio cranked all the way
Yeah,
up.
bro. You gotta get you a big TV for the living room. Got to.
What?
I think living room is probably where I'll spend most of my time.
You said the living room?
For sure.
Oh, yeah, same here.
You get judged there, bro.
Yeah,
If you're not host of this, that's where you get judged.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go big for living room.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fellas, is it time? Do we want to start the trivia?
Yeah, let's run it.
All right.
Whatever.
All right. I got 8 questions. And for the trivia, I'm going to try to keep them sciencey based for the most part. So we got 8. And if we got more time, I can find us some more on the spot. All right. So I was going to, the setup is it's a group effort. All right. So y'all can work together. It's either going to be true or false, open-ended or not open-ended. But y'all are going to work together. I'll give you hints if you need them, if hints are available. Because some of them, it's like, I can't really give you a hint or just give it away. All right. Question 1. The concept of gravity was discovered by which famous physicist?
Isaac Newton, right?
It is Isaac Newton. Another fun fact about Isaac Newton, he actually created calculus to describe motion of objects. All right. Question 2. Are we ready?
All right.
How many colors are in the rainbow?
Oh shit! Like the number, or do we gotta like list the colors? Just like the number.
Give me the number first. Give me the number first. I'm having you list the colors.
Hold on. I want to say 8. No,
I was going there,
no.
but also like on 6.
It is not 6. It is not 8.
It's like red, green, blue, yellow.
It's an odd number. It's either 9 or 7. That's all I know. I'm gonna go low number 7.
Okay, I like that.
It is 7. Now, can you name me the 7?
All right, green, blue, red. I think yellow's in
Orange.
there, correct?
Yep, yellow and orange.
Purple? Is purple in there?
It's called violet, but same thing. Yes. There's one more.
Calvin, I need you on this one. Is it pink?
Nope.
No, it's another blue. A bluish. Is it
There
navy
you go,
blue?
Calvin. No,
Navy
but you're
blue.
on the right track.
Is it
Y'all
royal
remember
blue?
Y'all, do y'all remember the acronym from high school science class?
No.
The acronym for it.
No. No.
Roy G. Biv.
No.
Say that again.
Roy G. Biv.
Yeah. Boy,
Indigo.
red, orange.
There we go. Indigo is number
Oh, yeah.
7. Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv. Red. Roy G. Biv. R is red. O is orange. Y is yellow. G is green. B is blue. I is indigo. V is violet. There we go, guys. Question number
I'll
3.
take that 6 out of 10 performance there. I'll take 6 out of 7.
What?
Mark kind
I'll
of
take
messing
6
up.
out of 7 there.
Number 3. True or false? Electrons are smaller than atoms. 50-50.
False.
I should know this, bro. I've watched Oppenheimer like 85 times.
Are we going with false?
I think electrons. Yeah.
The answer is true. Electrons are significantly smaller than atoms because the electron is within an atom. It's one of the components that makes up an atom. Therefore, an electron is smaller. Now, number 4.
My favorite movie of all time.
Number 4. Which is the most of? No, wait, wrong one. What's the name of the tallest grass on Earth? This is kind of a trick question.
I'm not gonna get that one. I'm gonna just let you know right now.
I only know one type of grass. That's Bermuda.
So do we give
I
up?
don't know. I have no idea.
I won't know any of that one, bro.
It is bamboo.
Odd. Bamboo.
Bamboo's a type of grass?
Bamboo is technically classified as a type of grass. Yes, sir.
No chance. I would never got that. No chance.
Okay.
Wow. Okay,
Number
hold
5.
on. What is considered as grass?
That, my friend, is going to take us to Google. So bamboo is a type of grass that has a unique composition and growth pattern compared. So it has a growth pattern and composition similar to wood from trees, but I don't see what makes it a grass. Hang on. Why is bamboo a grass? Bamboo stem called culum is hollow and lacks a vascular cambium layer and meristem cells as its top, which are present in trees. So it doesn't have the physical characteristics or, I guess, technical components to be classified as a tree.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes somewhat sense.
But it's taller than a bush. Make it make sense.
Now, what is the most abundant element in the universe?
Honest, how the hell am I supposed to know this?
Come on, this is high school physics 101.
I never took physics in high school or college.
That's not my problem. I did. You could have. You chose not to.
It wasn't in my curriculum. Sports management, you didn't have to take that.
It wasn't in mine either. I took it as elective.
Give me a chance here. Isn't water an element?
No, water is not an element. It's a molecule.
Okay. So it's either carbon or oxygen, right?
Well, I need a definitive answer from both of you.
Which one do we think it is, Calvin? I think it's
I'm going whatever you say. I'm going with because I don't know this one.
I'm gonna go with carbon.
It is not carbon. Think lighter. Carbon is actually fairly heavy in terms of elements in space.
H2O.
So it's a metal? So it's a metal?
No, think lighter. No, carbon. I mean, technically, carbon could be a physical.
Oxygen.
Lighter.
The fuck is lighter than oxygen?
There's a lot of oxygen. I think oxygen's not even. Oxygen's like 8 on the periodic table. The number on the periodic table is how light the element is. To put in perspective.
You think I just have the periodic table memorized in my head?
Yeah,
no, but this element is
I
like.
haven't looked at that thing since junior year of high school, bro. I couldn't.
This element's like the basis of all the universe. What's atomic number 1?
I don't know.
Hydrogen. Hydrogen.
I said H2O. You could have been like Calvin. You could have said something on that.
Well, that's no. Mark asked if water was an element. I said it's a molecule.
Right, because it's combined with hydrogen and oxygen.
Right. 2 hydrogens and an oxygen. All right. Now, number 6. What's the hardest natural substance on Earth? Come on now. I got to get this one.
Hardest?
I was going to say some stupid shit, bro.
I'm saying steel, right?
Steel is not a naturally occurring substance. You have to make steel.
Okay. Metallic? I don't know.
No, guys, come on. This is obvious.
Bronze?
No.
Metal?
What's the hardest naturally occurring substance on Earth? Think about what's the hardest rock you can possibly think of.
Limestone.
It's a rock. No. You're somewhat on the right track, but think harder.
What'd you say, Mark?
Limestone.
I said limestone.
Yeah.
But come on,
Diamonds?
guys, you're right there. Yes, there you go, Calvin. Diamonds.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Yeah, that was floating
Oh,
in my
shit.
head.
I didn't know
was
that.
floating in my head. That was going, but I just was like, nah,
Yeah,
no way.
You have to use diamond to cut diamond. That's how hard it is. All right. Now, speaking of diamonds, question: do diamonds last forever?
No.
It's a
Yes.
It's a yes or no.
Yes, no.
Which
Calvin,
one?
you take support here.
It's 50-50.
He gonna say yes.
Y'all going with no?
I'm gonna say, yeah.
The answer is no. Diamonds do not last forever. Actually, they will eventually degrade to graphite because carbon, graphite, diamonds, all the same. It's just the amount of pressure that the element is exposed to that will make diamond. But eventually, diamonds will deteriorate to graphite. But it takes billions of years to degrade. All right, last question. How many bones do sharks have in their body?
0.
God damn it, Mark, you are correct. Sharks have 0 bones in their bodies. They have really strong and powerful cartilage that make up their entire body.
Yeah,
Sharks are not vertebrate. They are not.
You can pull a fast one with a shark question on me. Good try. I've been watching Shark since I was 4 years old.
And that is trivia with Uncle Strim. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. What y'all got planned for the summer?
Man,
Lightning over here.
probably trying to come visit your ass, maybe.
Not much at the beginning.
He said,
I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm not doing it. I guess actually. So my birthday weekend, we're going to Gatlinburg to celebrate my birthday.
There you go.
Because my birthday falls on a Saturday, and that's June 15th. And I know July, I'm going to the beach in Orlando again. So, other than that, not shit.
There we go. Only I really have that I can think of right now is I have 2 family reunions. One in June, one in July. The one in June's in Dallas. That one Raven's gonna meet my family, which is gonna be hilarious because my family is just a bunch of just personalities, just funny, goofy personalities. And then the one in July is in St. Louis. So
damn.
that one would be fun. But I'm gonna fly out for that one. The one in Dallas, I'm gonna drive to. And then this summer, I actually plan on. I gotta up my. I won't have to teach this summer, so I gotta go ham on my research because I'm like right there, light at the end of the tunnel. So this summer, I'm gonna make a pretty aggressive work schedule, so I can really get some progress done with this damn degree, so I can go ahead and get graduated. But that's pretty much it for me. And then Calvin.
Bro, you guys tell me when graduation is, because I'll come out there and see you walk across the stage.
Man, I don't know if I'm gonna walk, but
For real?
I mean, my mom would probably make me walk, but I'm so done with school. Like, I just want them to just mail me my PhD so I'm ready to just like, you know what I'm saying, get going. Like, I'm ready to get a real job, is pay real salary, make real money, have coverage and insurance, and I'm just ready to not be living like a college student for the past 11 years.
Finest, I'll tell you this one thing, man. Because it hit me, like, and then I got a pay bump at my job and everything. Bro, like, once you get that first real job, you start making real money, you see that first check, you be like, yes, damn.
I can't wait, bro.
You're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, all these years. How many fucking years you been in school? Almost 10? 9?
Well, school, I mean, since kindergarten.
No. We saying
counts.
like college, like freshman year of college. No, bro.
2014.
No. You say what?
Since 2014, this is my 10th year, and then I'll graduate in 2025. So 11.
You a
Damn
cheaper,
near
bro, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Like a whole childhood at school. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But
And he coming out with no debt too. That's a fucking dub too.
well, I wouldn't say all that. I'm coming out with no student loans.
That's
a
big.
I had to max out some credit cards to get out here, unfortunately, like moving and stuff.
Hey, but when you get that job, bro, you can pay that off.
Yeah, it's not crazy debt. So I know I could probably have it paid off in the first year. Of if I'm making the average salary of what my degree pays in terms of like what I'm trying to do, if I make the average salary, I can have it paid off. The thing is, if depending on my living situation, like let's say I get a job in San Antonio and I don't move, or I don't up my if I don't move, or if I don't up my level of living. So if I do move, if I'm still not paying, like I'm paying about the same what I'm paying now, and I don't increase my standard of living, I could probably have it paid off within like the first 6 to 8 months, maybe 10 months, like within the year. If I just don't go crazy when I get that money and just put it all towards paying shit off. And then once I get it paid off, then I can start, maybe, being a little more free with myself. But yeah, it's nothing crazy. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm just right now I'm just worried about making it week by week. But I'm excited, bro. There was something else I was gonna say, but I forgot. Something about school, but and then the supplements and the gym takes off. This lemonade, I got 2 orders of lemonade for this week. I'm supposed to sell, so I'm just trying to I might start delivering my damn lemonade and just charge delivery fee. Shit, something slight.
I'll see we boy got
You said what, Mark? We losing you. You on the Wi-Fi?
He gotta be.
They're putting the Wi-Fi outside. They're scared to come outside.
Can you hear me?
Say something.
There we go.
Hello?
Yeah.
You got me? I was saying I gotta run off next week.
Okay. All right, Mark.
All right, dude.
Peace out.
And then there was 2. Bro, how the gym been for you, Calvin? Oh, bro, I remember I was gonna say, whenever you do want to come out, just let me know, bro. I'll let you know those dates in the summer for my family reunions. But outside of that, man, you already know you can just, hey, I'm planning on coming to town this week, and I'm here,
I can damn near like hit you up, be like, yeah, I'm coming next week. You'd be like, all right, bet, all right, I'll see you.
Damn near, literally. I'm always here. I'm always here. That's no problem. And well, the cool thing is we only have, not including this, we only have 3 labs left for the semester. And then I won't teach again till August or September. So that whole time I don't have labs, my schedule is gonna be a lot more flexible. So if you do come in, let's say like late April or something like that, I am coming back to Nashville in May. So I'll be home for a week. But besides that, if you want
What weekend?
um it's right after my powerlifting meet that I'm hosting. So let me pull up this calendar. I think it's like May 6th. So yeah, so May 6th is Monday. I'll probably leave May 5th. I'm thinking about breaking up the trip. So I might stay in Texarkana. And so I'll leave Sunday, May 5th. I'll get to Nashville May 6th. And I think I'm gonna stay till that Friday or Saturday and then come back. So it's gonna be a full week. That's 6th through the 10th.
So 6th through the 10th, you're thinking that you'll be here?
That's what I'm planning as of right now for that week.
Okay. Because I'll be getting back from a trip because one of the dudes I work with, he has a bachelor trip that I'm going to from the 3rd to the 6th. I'll be back the 5th.
Okay.
Actually, no, hold on. I think I'll be back. I think I come back to work on the 8th, to be honest. I think I took that Tuesday off. But I got to look at my schedule and I'll let you know because I forgot what the specific dates and everything.
Right.
So,
yeah, just
man.
Let me know.
I'm just ready for summer. I'm just ready for better weather, dude. Like, it's been windy, overcast here, raining. It's like every time it gets to like 70 here, man, like you can expect the next few days for it to rain. And I'm just like, shit, man. Come on.
Oh, yeah, getting those cold fronts.
Mm-hmm. Right now, it's like we're getting like a little, not really cold fronts right now. It's just the wind, man. It's just been, just been terrible. I thought I was in Chicago for a little bit.
That's why you got to come on down south.
I know.
We get some good hoops and some good lifts.
Yeah, but by the time that I'll probably start want to move or do something, you be like, I'm already coming back to Tennessee. So
shit, we can figure it out.
Yeah, because I do have plans of potentially moving, like probably when I'm like around like right when I hit 30 or something. That'll give me enough time to.
You still looking at Arizona?
Yeah, man. This is the thing though. It's like, so I just joined this national team at my work. I want to say like August, I want to say. So I'm still like fairly new. I'm starting to get the hang of it and everything because it's just like a lot of different like requirements and curriculums and everything like that. I feel like I'm now just starting to actually get it. But it's like, do I want to potentially have to move? Like, if I do move to Arizona, like I can't work for that delivery center anymore because the time zones and everything. Because because it's in Orlando, everybody works on Eastern time zone. Luckily, like I sit in Nashville, which is Central, which is an hour behind. So it works sometimes, but like a 2 hour, 3 hour time difference, like that's my days are going to seem longer than most people just because I have to get up, get on those meetings and everything like that. So I don't want to switch teams necessarily because I like my lead, but I mean, maybe if I do switch out there, maybe the business is better on that team and everything. I don't know. That's something I have to venture out and see. But yeah, I just know if I do move and everything, like especially out west, I'm gonna have to switch teams. So that's why I'm kind of looking to kind of stay somewhere in the South, at least like Florida area, like Texas, maybe. I'm not moving up to Ohio or anything. Like I forbid that. No, I'm not moving to no cold states, bro. I'm not doing that. But yeah, man, I thought this is my one exception though. I would look at the Carolinas.
Either
Raleigh, just because like no. Either Raleigh, Charlotte, or Charleston. Charleston's beautiful, man. I like it there. Charlotte, I mean, they got everything there. They got an NBA team, they got an NFL team, they got a baseball team. Like, I mean, they have everything there as far as like sports. You got Duke there too as well for college basketball. I mean, it's diversity too, man. That's the really big thing that I'm looking in forward to, is to be in a place that has more diversity than Nashville right now. So yeah, man, those are my plans. So we'll
Damn, you
see
gonna be
by the time
moving.
I hit the. You say what?
You gonna be moving right as I get there.
Yeah, unless something drastically happens to keep me here. Like, I don't know, man.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, there's nothing keeping me here, but who knows? Like, maybe in a year or two, maybe I'll settle down, find somebody here, and then maybe that moving to different states out the window, you know? So,
Yeah. You gotta do what's best for you though.
yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But it's another thing too, is like all my boys here. Everybody, like all my
Yeah.
friends and everything is here. Like, you potentially gonna be moving back. Like, Mitch just moved back. Like,
Right.
it's like, do I really want to do it? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm gonna have to factor into it. The money, the move,
Right.
like
Yeah.
all that stuff. So, but like I said, man, I'm 28. I got like a year and a half to figure this shit out.
Yeah.
I think that's more than enough time. So
Yeah. You got time. Only thing I would say is just before, depending on what state you're looking at, look at the state income tax percentage to where you're going. Because I know Florida, I don't think there's any state income tax. There's none in obviously there's none in Tennessee, there's none in Texas. But I would just because if you move and you stay with that, because you say if you move and you're not and you stay in the same time zone, you can still stay with that same team, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So the one thing at least I've heard from people like that have moved from into Texas, and I talk to people like, oh, why'd you move? Like how, especially a lot of people from California, man, when you move, you might be getting paid the same, but you'll be making less because that state income tax is going to be taken out versus in Tennessee, Florida, Texas, it's not. But if it's, I don't know what the Carolinas are talking about or whatever, but if it's not that big of a hit, then it is what it is. You probably be fine. And then by then, you might have pay raise, so it might cancel out, and you're still seeing what you would normally see and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Speaking
man,
of that,
it's a lot of research I'm gonna have to do on the states even before considering it,
yeah,
So
yeah. Speaking of that, I'm actually starting another podcast on the podcast. Oh, this is an announcement that nobody has heard before. Breaking news: I'm actually going to start another show or another podcast on the IB Talks Podcast Network. It's called Financial Freedom Podcast, and I want to start a podcast where I specifically talk about, budgeting, taxes, investing, being smart with your money, and things like that. So I'm actually supposed to have my buddy Paul on the first episode here in a couple of weeks. I think we scheduled for April 7th. It's like a Sunday that we're going to kick off the first episode. But yeah, man, if you have any like financial tips, and then the thing is, I'm going to reach out and find people that are like in the field of doing taxes or accounting, or people that are good with money, but also average, also with people. So if you have financial like tips or things that work for you, we can hop on the pod. You don't have to be a expert, is what I'm saying. I want just people that talk about what they do with their money and how it works for them, and things, because you can learn, even though somebody might not be like a tax expert or they might not be like a venture capitalist, you can still learn from other people and things like that. So I am kicking that off pretty soon. It's going to be called Financial Freedom Podcast, and it's coming to you guys here on Ivy Talks Podcast Network. As if I didn't need anything else to do.
By the end of this shit, bro, you're going to have like 15 different segments of just Ivy Talks, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be, like 15 different shows. It's just me talking about just different shit. But I mean, I love it. I think knowledge is power, and I'm a firm believer. One of the reasons why I want to be a professor, I want to be in academia, I want to be in education, I want to be a part of education curriculum. I actually want to be a part of, wherever state I end up, I want to be hands-on with the public school system and the curriculum, because knowledge is power. And I'm also a firm believer that knowledge should be free to an extent. I understand that's not how real life works, but that's why on my platform, I don't want a paywall for any of my stuff. I want all the knowledge and wisdom and advice and tips that I bring for not only for me, but for my guests I bring on. I want all of that to be free game and free knowledge for everybody. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start the Ivy Talks Podcast Network. So, we got the pod with guys just shooting the shit, talking, we got the Uncle Strip where I got people come on, talk about their experience in life. Got the sports, and now I want to get, a little bit more into like the financial aspect, because I think financial literacy is lacking, especially in the African American communities and people of color in general. I think financial literacy is a big problem we're facing. And now that I'm on the other side of it, it's not that hard. It's intimidating and scary because, these people use these big words and people don't know what things mean. And people think you got to have like some type of education or background to get started. It's really not that hard. Like, I tell a lot of people that ask me for advice is there's this app called Acorn where you can download it. All you literally do, you fill out a questionnaire, like your income, how much risk are you willing to put up with or deal with? And all you do is put the money in and it does the shit for you. You can literally gain financial independence or financial freedom, the point of the podcast, just from putting in $100 a check. Every check you put 100, 150 or whatever you can afford. And over time, you can have a big amount of money in this Acorns app and it's gaining you interest without you having to do anything. If you want to become more hands-on, there's things like Robinhood and things like that where you can become more hands-on. That's how I started. I started with Acorns. I put $5 in them up in the beginning. I put $5 in. I grew it to, a few thousand. I took it out once I got educated and learned how the stock market works. Then I put that into my Robinhood, and now I'm doing well. I'll tell you that. I'm doing well right now in my investments. I'm not putting, again, I don't make a lot of money, and people know I'm very open about how much I don't make. But every check I've tried to put in $20. Put $20 in, but over time, when that shit build an interest, and then once I finally get some more money, I'll put in more. That shit starts to make a difference over time. Real big difference over time. And it's that easy. I started off with Acorn. Once I got that up, it gave me time because the problem is people think you gotta, which you do, but people think you gotta do research and do all this stuff before you start. You don't. Use Acorn, have money in there gaining interest while you're figuring out how to do the more hands-on thing and get into other things. But while you're researching, you still got money working for you right here in this app. So
I would
stuff
say
like that.
I would say too, man, the biggest thing about me is that, like, I remember this. I forgot who told me it. I want to say it was either Miss Westner or Miss Westner or who's my English teacher? I can't remember my English teacher senior year. It was a dude.
It was a dude. I didn't have that. I had a Miss what was her name?
Forgot who it was. No, it was, you remember Miss Leonard? Social studies? It was
Yes.
Miss Leonard. That's who it was. It was Miss Westner, Miss Leonard. It was one of those two. I remember. I don't know why I thought of a dude telling me this or whatever, but it was one of those two, Miss Westner, Miss Leonard. She said the biggest, because I asked them, I was like, what is the biggest financial like advice you can give me just like as a high school student? She said, open up a Roth IRA account. Just open it up, throw money into it. It's untaxed and everything. Like, and just they're just like, don't even touch it. Just throw $100 in there every month and everything. By the time you hit, what's the age you can retire at? 65, 66 or something like that? She was just like, by that time, like you'll have plethora of money. And then she's like, that's not even taking in like, your own investments that you're doing. And then obviously your 401k from your job. Right. Whatever your job says that they'll match your 401k and everything, take advantage of that. Like, best believe me. Like, I have my shit right now at 10%. Like, I'm taking yeah. Like, I mean, it's a lot coming out my check, but bro, like, I'm playing the long game. Like, yeah. When I'm retired, bro, I want to be retired. I'm not that type of dude that wants to like, yeah, I'm retired, but I'm still working as a greeter at Walmart. Like, bro, I want to retire, bro. Like, I wake up and I can literally chill in the house all day. That's my type of retirement. Or
you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like that's just how I am. Like, that's why I don't mind living way below my means right now. Like, I make a great living and everything right now, but I still live like a college student, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like I still do it because I just know, like, at the end of the day, like once I get to like 30, 35, 40, like I want to have a lump sum of money saved up and then build on that when I get 50, 60. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
man, that's
yeah.
the way to do it. Well, it sounds like I need to book you for the episode 2 of Financial Freedom. Is what it sounds.
I'll give my little 2 cents and everything. Like I said, I'm not like a like finance. I my expenses and everything. I have this fat ass whiteboard in my room that I hang up. I have it like literally like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. I have all my bills that I have, and I'm like, okay, this is due week 1, this is due week 2. Whatever I have left over, savings amount and everything, after I pay all my stuff and pay all the bills and do all the shit that I want to do, whatever I have left over, savings. Start
Right.
all over
Yeah.
again next. Like, bro, I am so basic with it, I guess is the word to say. Like, you would look at it and be like, bro, this shit is like a high schooler could do this. It's like, yeah, because that's how simple it is.
Yeah. So it's just budgeting. That's actually the first episode of me and Paul we're gonna be going over budgeting and why you should make a budget, how important it is to make a budget. Because we can talk about saving, investing, having money for retirement. None of that means anything if you are overspending. You're spending more than what you make, or you're spending, and by spending there's different. I don't want to get deep into it because we're getting close to our time. But by spending, I mean you're spending money on things, on non-necessities. So if you're spending money, if you're spending what you make or more than what you make, you'll never get to the point of financial freedom because you're not putting money aside, right? So that's why budgeting is where we're going to start episode 1, because budgeting is what makes everything else.
That's the foundation.
It's the foundation. Some people can do a mental budget where they know, okay, I got 2 weeks left, I got $1,000 left in the bank, I get paid in 2 weeks. So some people can just mentally know, okay, I have this much money, I'm not going to spend all of it, but they kind of know, okay, I just spent 100 on groceries, so I'm at night. Some people do that. Some people need to actually lay out. Like I actually make a budget. I'm actually redoing my budget because I haven't redone my budget since I left Shoe Palace, which is a while ago. So like my financial situation is completely different. That means my budget has got to look completely different. So I'm actually redoing my budget. I was working on it before we got on the pod, but it's just vitally important, and you need to know where your money's going because, I know you've seen those ads or whatever. People are like, "Oh, I'm spending $130 a month on subscriptions that I don't even use," and people are like, "What?" Like that's a lot of people have. I forget the stat, but it's like I think 80% of the pop, something crazy. I don't want to throw out numbers. I don't know the exact numbers, but a lot of people, I believe over 50% of people are paying for stuff they don't use. If you had a budget, you would know that. You would know, oh, I
That
have
shit stacks up too, man.
it stacks up. Especially
If you literally like
years without, let's say you stop watching Netflix because you got something else or whatever. And Netflix is what, 14, let's say $15, make it even. $15 a month over 5-6 years, that's a lot of money that could be going into, like you said, your Roth IRA. Could be money you're contributing to your 401k that gets matched 10%, or it could be going into an investment that gets you 6 to 10% return on your investment every year. So yeah, budgeting.
That's 180. That's 180 right there, bro. In a year.
Yeah.
You just let and like people are like, oh, it's $180. It's like, but
that shit
do you
adds
know
up.
but do you know what you could do with that $180? You can take that $180, put it in something, let it sit, and that shit turns into a couple thousand, bro.
Yeah,
You would
time,
never
yeah.
like, and that's the thing, and that's the thing too. I just want to say before, because I know we're getting closer to our time. People want instant gratification, bro. That's not how it works, dog. Like that's not how it works in life. Like there's some people that have an easy come up and everything. We get it. Those are the unicorns and everything. But for average Joes like me and you, bro, it's just not gonna happen like that. I hope it does, but if it does, cool. But if it doesn't happen, fuck it. Like I'm still living my life like I'm doing it right now, So
yeah, just like to your point, real quick. That's like the crypto right now, because like Dogecoin and he was blowing up right now. And it's funny, I was talking to one of my friends and he was talking about like, crypto is the Wild Wild West. I'm still doing research on crypto, but I'm in crypto. I know like if anybody's listening has been following me for a while, know that I was wasn't into crypto and I said I wasn't going to get into it to understand what's going on. I'm into it now. And Shiba Inu just had a crazy jump from where it was like a month ago. And a lot of people made a lot of money. I think my Shiba Inu almost tripled because I had a shit ton of shares. I don't know what I have off the top of my head, but I had like 50 million, 100 something million. I had a shit ton of shares, but it was so cheap. And when it went up, people were like, oh, people are trying to get rich quick. No. It's not getting rich quick. I've had Shiba Inu for a hot minute. I've been watching for a hot minute. It's been a slow, steady pace. But now that it's up, people think people are getting rich quick, like right now. Now, there might have been some people that got in right before the boom and made a lot of money. But for most people have had Shiba and Doge for like a hot minute. And we're just being patient as it's starting to gradually grow. Because I'm at the point now where I have so much Shiba Inu that, let's say in the next 10 years, it reaches $1, I'm going to be a multimillionaire. It wasn't overnight. It would have taken 7-ish years for me to get to that multi-million dollar thing. But I do believe at some point it's going to reach $1. And by then I will have over 100 million shares. I'm going to have $100 million in my account. But that's
we need to talk about this off air, bro, because I'm kind of interested in that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. But I'm being patient because right now it's up and down. It went up crazy, kind of leveled back down. It's going back up again. So it's very volatile. But over the stretch of, you look at years, it's trending up. And so I'm just being patient, waiting for it to hit that $1. And then when it hits that $1, depending where I'm in life. Now I'm playing the long game, so I'm not gonna cash out all of it when it hits $1, even though I could, at 100 something mil. But I'm waiting for it to get to, maybe 20, 30 years down the road. It could be.
What is it right now?
Right now, it's like fractions of a penny right now. So it's that's why I got in on it, because it's dirt cheap. So Shiba Inu. So I have 27 million shares right now, but my plan is to get up to 100 million while it's cheap. It's here. I'll just show. This is how much it is per share. So it's super cheap. It's 0.000028. That's how much it is right now. So you could put $1 in and get a few thousand shares, several thousand shares. You know what I'm saying?
If I put 100 in, how much would that be?
Well, let me do the math real quick.
Because I have Robinhood and everything, dude, and I took some money out and I put it into my Roth account just to start it out and everything. And I'm looking to get back into that because I've been just focused on my Roth and everything like that.
You have so $100 will get you 3.57 million shares. So let's say you put that $100 in and you didn't put any more in. That's how many shares you have. Again, we're talking long term, so we don't know exactly when it's going to reach $1. People, I think, crypto experts I've been watching saying it should reach $1 by 2030, maybe 2035. But let's say you put that $100 in, it's just $100, right? So you could probably take that hit and if not put anything into it, right? Anything else. When it gets to $1 in the next 10, 15 years, you're gonna have 3.5 million in your account. Playing the long game.
Bro, I would retire, bro. Like I would literally I will retire. Because, bro, if you think about it, bro, like, because fine, so like you said, in the next, 10 to 15 years, they're projecting that?
2030 is what I saw. I think 2030 is a little aggressive for $1. So I would like to think 2035. So what is that, 11 years from now, it's probably going to reach $1. If it reaches that sooner, I mean, shit, I'm not going to complain. But I think, and it's also going to depend. There could be something that blows it up to $1 sooner. But when I invest, I don't like to think aggressive, the aggressive scenario. I try to think conservative. So instead of 2030, maybe 2035, it'll hit $1. And then by then, I got money. I'm buying Shiba Inu every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I put in not much. I think like $5. But $5 when it's that cheap, I'm still getting, hundreds of I'm getting 100,000 something shares. Actually, I like to. Hold up. So I'll get 17,000 shares every 2 weeks. And then eventually if I got a little extra money, I'll buy some more. But and then I'm doing this slowly. I'm not putting a lot of money in right now, but slowly over time, because I'm trying to hit the $100 million mark before it gets to $1. Because then it's $1 for a share. I'm trying to get it while it's dirt cheap. So when it gets to $1, $100 million right there. And then I can take that and invest in other stuff. And I make, I beat the market every year.
I feel that. I'm gonna have to get back on my Robinhood shit, man, because that's where you can invest into different portfolios and everything that interests you. I feel like you have a little bit more just like say so where your money goes with that.
Yeah, it's a little more hands-on. And then actually, if you want, we can talk off air a little. We can talk off air whenever you get time. But I got this ETF in the exchange trade fund. We should talk about that because it's got crazy potential.
Bro.
But we don't have time to get to that right now. But
we'll set it. No, fine. I told you, only thing I do is go to work and work out and come home. So like anytime after work, shit, we can chop it up anytime. Shit.
All right, yeah, I'll let you. I actually might get some notes together so I can break it down for you because I've been doing the math on this ETF. I found it. I watched YouTube Expert, so I found this from a YouTube video I saw, and I did some research on it before I bought it. It's exactly what because the YouTuber was like hyping it up, and I'm like, let me do some research first. It's exactly what he said it was. Because I've had it for I've had it for over a year now, and I'm like, man, I need to start pumping some money into this bad boy.
Bro.
Yeah, but I'll get some notes together and let you know when I get the notes, and then we can talk about it.
Cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, we got a little bit of financial education going on over here. All right, but this has been another episode of Garden 615. We'll catch you guys next week.
I'm gonna chase my dreams.